Hello, Assalamualaikum friends. By this video, I'd like to make some small review for the previous meeting materials that is about the connected speech. Okay, for the beginning, we have schwa or weak form. For example, the schwa that exists on the sounds of up. Okay, get up, get up. That should be get up, get up. Okay, get up. So that is not get up anymore, but that becomes get up, get up. The same as the sounds when you are pronouncing preposition at. Okay, at. That should be at. Okay, that should be at. And then for example, in a complete sentence, what time you will come? Okay, what time you will come? What time you will come? What time you will come? What time you will come becomes you will come, you will come. Okay, what time you will come? And then the response is I'll come at, not at anymore. That should be I'll come at. Okay, I'll come at 2 o'clock. At 2 o'clock. At 2 o'clock. At 2 o'clock. I'll come at 2 o'clock. Okay, I'll come at 2 o'clock. Okay, for the second material, that is about connected speech in terms of the last sound should be connected with the next sound. Okay, particularly when you find the last consonant, you have to link it with the next vowel sound. Okay, for example, as in the sentence, the bank opens at 9 o'clock. Okay, the bank opens at night. The bank opens at 9 o'clock. Okay, sorry. The bank open. The bank. The bank. The bank. The bank. The bank. K. The sounds of K at the end of bang should be linked with the sounds of O on the beginning of the words opens. Okay, so that becomes the bank opens. The bank opens sit because the last consonants from opens is as, and then go on with the vowel okay, schwa at that time. Okay, the bank opens at 9 o'clock. The bank opens at 9 o'clock. And then after that we have another example. He goes to bed at 7 o'clock. He goes to bed at 7 o'clock. And then the next example, the service closes at 2:30. And then the last is we get up at about 8 o'clock. We get up at about 8 o'clock. We get up at about 8 o'clock. Okay, the third material, that is the rising and falling intonation. Okay, rising and falling intonation over here is about the question and a statement. If it is rising intonation, that should be a question. And if it is falling intonation or flat, tend to be flat. Okay, so that is not a question, but particularly can be as a statement. For example, when you find one word, okay, in a communication, in terms of speaking, okay, one word that is which is pronounced by using rising intonation. Okay, 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 that must be about a question. But when we have a complete sentence for that, for example, are you okay? Are you okay? But then sometimes you can pronounce it, particularly in speaking, you just go on with the last word only. Okay? Okay. But then when you find it in terms of rising intonation, that must be not a question. For example, okay, 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 okay. Okay, so that is not a question at all. All right. So the same thing when you when you have a name. Okay, we have an example over here is Bill, and then you pronounce it with rising intonation. Bill, Bill. That must be about a question. Bill. Okay. Are you Bill? Okay, that's the complete sentence. But then sometimes you go with the name only. Okay, Bill. Okay. But then when you find it in the falling intonation, that must be not a question. Okay, Bill, Bill, Bill. Okay, so that is not a question at all. All right. Now let's go on to the next example. Just like when you still remember the picture on board, okay, on the airplane, the flight attendants offers you by saying coffee, okay, coffee, coffee, okay, and then yes, coffee. That must be the response. Coffee. That's a question. Yes, coffee. That's a statement. Okay, so remember, rising for the question and then falling is for non-question or can be a statement. All right, the next materials that is about the next material is about is, okay, is sound. When you find es at the end of the word, okay, is sound. When you find affix, okay, affix at the end of the at the end of the word. Okay, for example, we have kiss, okay, kisses, bus, buses, okay, wash, washes, push, pushes, and then match, matches, church, churches, and then box, boxes, mix, mixes, Liz, Liz's, house, houses, and then page, pages, orange, oranges, okay, oranges. Remember the first syllable, orange, oranges. So it is wrong when you pronounce it orange. That's wrong. Okay, remember. All right, so let's continue the next materials. That is about the connected speech again. Okay, that is about the question, do you? Do you? Do you? Do you love me? Okay, so that's very simple question. Do you love me? Do you love me? But then when you are dealing with the connected speech, it means that you have to blend the pronunciation between do and you. Okay, do and you over here becomes do you love me? Do you love me? There are 4 syllables, but then when you are going to pronounce it by using the connected speech, there must be only 3. Okay, do, do, okay, do, you, sorry, do love me, do you love me, do you love me, okay, do you love me? So that's the point. It means that when you find the words do you in the same sentence, okay, ju, ju. So you can pronounce it by using j, j, j. Not ju, but j. Okay, do you love me? Do you know the time? Okay, so that's the point. And then that's all about the review. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you enjoy with this video and then get some points from this video. Thank you so much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye.